Hi there. I heard you had a question about ROI when working with our team, and I wanted to touch base on that and just send you some info. So, what's interesting about return on investment with marketing is the marketer can really only help you with about 10% of what's required for that. What we do is place you adjacent to really engaging content. We dial up the engagement. And specifically, my team also dials down the cost because we have a very affordable product and it's multi-channel and it really integrates you into the high value communities that we work with. But the other 90% of what's required to get an ROI on your marketing, it's all up to you. You have to have a great website that people can visit, interact with, send you messages through that you can receive. You have to pick up the phone when they call. You have to respond to them if you don't pick up the phone, i.e., call them right back, or not have a full voicemail box. You wouldn't believe how many times I reach out to a business to share what we do, and I can't get hold of them. They don't pick up the phone, they don't call me back, and their voicemail box is full a lot of the time. If those things are happening in your business, guess what? That impacts your ROI because that customer that I put you in front of can't get a hold of you. You also have to respond to email. And then once you have a conversation with that consumer, you have to have a great sales presentation to really share the value of what you're doing and why you are the best provider for that service. Then you have to provide that service and you have to be on time and have great workmanship and great service and have an awesome team. And then you have to handle any follow-ups or complaints or things that are, causing issues so that they don't go talk to all the neighbors and work against the good marketing and placement that we're doing for you. So there's a lot that goes into ROI. And as long as you have all of those business processes tied in and dialed in, then we're a great fit because we can put you in front of the people you want to be in front of so that you're top of mind and tip of tongue when they or someone they know needs your product or service. And the other thing to think about with ROI is that all of your branding and marketing works together. Did you know that it takes 9 to 12 impressions for someone to actually pick up the phone and call you? And on top of that, they have to need you. They have to be in a situation where they need your product or service, and then they have to remember you. And they're only going to have enough brand awareness to remember you if they've seen you 9 to 12 times. We place you on multiple digital channels, geo-targeted to high-value neighborhoods, as well as place you in print publications that have a very high engagement rate because they're all by, for, and about the neighbors. So they want to read them. This is not recycling bin fodder like your directories and postcards. This is high value content that people really want to look at. So anyway, we place you in all of those, different placements within that community, but you're also doing other things. Likely you're, probably mailing other types of mailers. You might be on a bus bench or you might be on a bus shelter. And anyway, all of these different collective impressions work together to create that 9 to 12 impressions that are needed to have the level of brand awareness to pick up the phone and call you. So then if you ask someone, hey, how did you hear about me? They're not going to rattle off the 9 to 12 times they saw you, which we know is required for brand awareness. They're just going to tell you one. They're going to say, oh, Google, I Googled you. Well, they wouldn't have Googled you had they not known about you from all of those other placements. So if you then think that the only thing that's working is your Google, SEO listings, that's not accurate because they wouldn't have looked up you specifically if they didn't have all that other brand awareness from all of those other placements. So it all works together. So don't ask folks if they've only heard from you one place or heard of you in one place, because then if you turn off all your other channels, guess what happens? The phone stops ringing because people don't have brand awareness about you anymore. That's why you see all of these big brands everywhere. If you were to go ask someone, hey, how did you hear about Coca-Cola? They'd be like, what do you mean? They're everywhere. There's a reason for that because that is a best practice. You want to be everywhere and appear frequently and consistently in the communities that matter most to your business. And if those are high value communities on the west side of Denver, then work with me. I'm happy to introduce you to all those neighborhoods. Talk to you soon.